Hey guys, and welcome. In today's world, platforms like X, Instagram, YouTube, they've all become integral to our everyday lives. From how we connect with friends, check the news, check the weather, these platforms have fundamentally changed how society operates. But this constant connection comes at a cost. Today, we'll be diving deep into the impact of social media, specifically looking at its effects on people's mental health and its ability to manipulate. And this includes stuff like fake news. Social media in the last 20 years, starting with Facebook, has really started to ramp up in popularity. Nearly everyone, especially in the younger generations, has at least one account on one social media platform. While these platforms all offer their own amazing opportunities and experiences, concerns are growing about the influence on the well-being of these younger generations. In this video, we'll explore both sides of the coin. My main point, or my thesis, is this. Social media, while offering many benefits, can negatively contribute to issues such as poor mental health and the spreading of fake news. So, there's not much more to do for this intro, so let's just get started. I mentioned a couple of them before, but the social media landscape is dominated by a few key giants. You have Instagram and TikTok for your visual content. X, formerly Twitter, serves as a good platform for real-time updates and discussions on current events. And YouTube, the platform which I will post this video on, which serves as a hub for video content and community gathering. These platforms, along with many others, have become the primary avenues in which people communicate, learn, socialize, and engage with the world around them. As these new avenues replace traditional media, the logic in which media operates has changed as well. Traditional channels, like the paper or cable television, the flow of information was much more institutionalized, concise. There was actual planning and decision-making behind it. In today's landscape, that idea is gone. News and media spread like wildfire, whether you want them to or not. First, we'll go over the positives of social media. The biggest one there is the connectivity it provides. It allows us to stay in touch with friends, family, even if we're on the other side of the world. It can also be inclusive, creating online communities around shared interests, hobbies, even the shows you like. And this can foster a sense of community in people who wouldn't normally get that in the real world. And this could potentially reduce loneliness. The next positive I want to list is the educational benefits. Social media can be vital for education and accessing information. For example, YouTube. There's no one that's around 20 to 25 who can say that they didn't watch YouTube to help with schoolwork, either in high school or college. YouTube hosts a vast amount of educational content, and social media can help facilitate the vast reach of this content. Studies suggest using YouTube to educate yourself further past the content provided in class can actually increase your grades and make the learning process easier for some students. Alright, now we're going to move on to some of the negatives. The curated nature of many social media profiles can lead to negative self-comparison. Opening up Instagram and seeing a stream of seemingly perfect lives can really put yourself down, negatively impacting your self-esteem and contributing to feelings of inadequacy. Unfortunately, these platforms can also be breeding grounds for bullying and harassment. The anonymity provided by these platforms and their reach can amplify these issues, leading to significant emotional and even sometimes physical distress for the victims. Using social media frequently has been linked to increased chances of developing depression or anxiety. Passive consumption, in particular, has been associated with increased anxiety, depression, and stress symptoms. This may be due to feelings of envy and social comparison. And too much social media can lead to addiction, or SMA, social media addiction. This is characterized by an overwhelming concern with social media and inability to stop using it and investing excessive amount of time on these sites, which can impair your work life and your social life. Studies have found pretty big link between social media addiction and psychological reactions like stress, anxiety, and depression. On screen now, I put a little graphic to kind of illustrate what an echo chamber is. The definition of an echo chamber is people with similar views, isolated and not connected with people from different views. This can naturally lead to the amplification of these views. Algorithms on social media apps can help form echo chambers. These online spaces where users are primarily exposed to information that only reinforces and highlights their existing beliefs. The existence of these opinionated and polarized clusters of people online contributes to the creation of much more complex issues, like misinformation. There's a synergetic effect between opinion and network polarization, which can be seen in how viral misinformation gets on the internet. Examples of some of these viral fake news headlines can be seen now, ranging from celebrity death rumors, vaccination hoaxes, and attacks on political figures' characters. Echo chambers act as the initial hosting ground for this misinformation, and then it spreads from there. And in spreading these blatant lies, they cause severe threats to public trust, perception, and media literacy. But the blame isn't just on these echo chambers. Individual vulnerabilities also play a crucial role in believing fake news. Individuals with high levels of psychosis, impulsivity, suspiciousness, and low analytic reasoning abilities are more likely to believe this fake news. Furthermore, fear-induced news content significantly influences belief by impeding rational, factual analysis. Social media platforms, with their rapid and often unverified sharing mechanisms, contribute significantly to the dissemination of fake news. Now that we introduced the positives and negatives social media poses on our society, we can start to formulate and try to think of some solutions to the problems that it's formulated. And to start, we'll be going over mindfulness and critical thinking. Practicing mindfulness when engaging with social media can help us become more aware of our emotional responses and prevent our impulsive reactions. Developing critical thinking skills is crucial. This means questioning the information we encounter, verifying sources before we share, and being aware of our own biases. Next, we can think about implementing and making available resources and programs that support media and digital literacy. We need to do this because improving both of these literacies is very important. Understanding how social algorithms work and how information spreads online can empower us to be more discerning consumers of online content. The development of these digital literacy programs can enhance our capability to comprehend messages, and this builds off of critical thinking skills. You can use these skills paired with digital literacy to analyze the quality and credibility of claims online. Those are just some of the many solutions that I chose to include in this video, but trust me, there's many more. But for now, let's move on to the conclusion. Alright, ignore the clothes change. To wrap up, social media in general is a powerful force in modern life, for good and for bad. It offers benefits like connectivity and access to a whole lot of information. However, as we discussed, it also can have negative effects on mental health through self-comparison, anxiety, and depression. It also plays a role in spreading misinformation and creating echo chambers online. It's important for us to be mindful of how we engage with content we see on these platforms and to cultivate our critical thinking skills to safely interact with them. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on social media use, its benefits and negatives? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm not including that.